Mary has been creating offbeat art since she first had the motor skills to hold a pencil.
I remember when I was in kindergarten, my teacher told my mom that I was born with a crayon in my hand. And for the longest time, I thought that was true. And I couldn't figure out how that happened. But I'd been drawing and doodling since forever. And it really started to pick up in 3rd grade when Jurassic Park came out. And I would draw dinosaurs. There's nothing but dinosaurs. And then there was the horsies and the dogs. But I've gone through dozens of phases, from science fiction and fantasy to anime and Japanese cartoons. I've always had a very fantastical style, and I've always loved subjects that are beyond reality. I'd have to say my favorite medium of all is watercolor, and I know a lot of people get frustrated with it, but I love being able to build the layers and just slowly bring in the darker tones a lot. And it's also a very transparent medium, and so you can get some very ghostly effects. And I'd have to say orbs are the easiest thing to paint, and you can really get a good transparent feel for those. I've always loved Halloween art and spooky stuff. I really didn't get into it until I actually visited these places, and I think the place I particularly enjoyed was Robinson Woods, and just the feeling you get when you get there. There's definitely a feeling, and people are affected when they go in, and like different people will get different reactions. Like some people will feel overly welcomed, and some will feel like they shouldn't be there. And it's very hard. If I could take one of those feelings and an experience like that and turn that into a painting and frame it and put it on the wall and be like, see, this is what I felt, and people would see it and be like, yeah, that is what you felt. I'm feeling that right now too. That'd be great. But unfortunately, with hauntings and more ghostly locations, you really have to be there to experience it. But after visiting these places, it really gave me some motivation to at least try to put that into painting and put that into an image.
Mary has taken her interest in haunted Chicago and applied it to her art, creating a painting and bookmark series based on the book Voices from the Chicago Grave.
These bookmarkers are various paintings based on chapters of the book. Probably one of my favorite ones is of Frances Pierce and her daughter from Rose Hill Cemetery. And there'll be a variety of other ones. You can read about them in the book, but they're actual locations and actual stories, just an artist's rendition of the locations and the characters. A lot of these paintings are all the hauntings in progress. I mean, they feature the actual locations, but it also includes the characters, which I think was really fun because you read about these stories and you hear ghost stories and you can always picture it in your head, and it's kind of fun to be able to bring it to the page and bring these characters alive, you know, and to see them walking around through that environment. And there's familiar backgrounds, but here's someone that, you know, you've only seen in your mind's eye until now.
Mary's art, including the Haunted Chicago series, can be viewed and purchased at the Slim Pictures table and at her website, freeloon.com.